Tuning in, Laura brings to us her wonderful breakthrough products that make it so easy for Laura to teach every single one of us to look as if she came and did our makeup for us, which is fabulous. So welcome, I'm Jackie Gonzalez, and now as we're bringing to you what is called a one-day only opportunity. This is something that we wanted to bring to you and feature to you that was going to be a wow, give you one of the best, customer choice, award-winning, multiple times, Laura's Supersize Spackle. That is customer choice as her best primer that we have here at QVC, award-winning. So that is the original. Then you're going to get the travel versions. You're going to get the 1 ounce hydrating and the 1 ounce tinted champagne spackle. Now these are primer, under makeup primers. We have them on 3 payments of $11.85. Brand new today. We already have a lot of you that are calling in to get them and picking up more than one because there is no auto delivery. So if you decide to get more than one now, 8280833, because this price is gone at the end of the day. So why is Spackle the Customer Choice Award winner yet again for Best Primer?
By the way, thank you. I cry. I mean, because you have a lot of choices here and a lot of good choices, so I really appreciate when you take the time out and you are so passionate like our caller. Here is the mama bear of Spackles. Do you know this is the first one, the original formula that I ever invented, and I never thought that I would invent any other Spackles. I was like, we're done. We're good here. This is good. And then we came out with a tinted bronze, and all of them, by the way, are my babies. There's 9 of them now, and they all have a home. But I actually curated for you today my 3 faves.
Yes.
And how did that work? The hydrating. My gals, if you want to try, and these are amazing to travel with, I keep the hydrating with me in my travel bag. So when I come on vacation or come down here, this is what's in my bag. The minute I take my makeup off, this goes on. I'm like, thank you from above, because this may put my skin back to repair. This is going to be the most hydrating. And then the champagne gives you that lit from within, that backlit look. It doesn't deposit color, but it gives you the effervescence glow. But I want to just give you a quick backstory about Spackle.
This is a great story too.
If I had known, Jackie, when I invented Spackle Under Makeup Primer, that I was coming out with a category, that I would be one of the first that trailblazed a category that on its own has changed the way women think about wearing makeup and how your makeup wears on your skin daily. If I had known then what I know now, I don't know what I would have done, honestly. So
that would have been a lot of pressure, I think, if you knew that at that time too.
That's true.
You know, and it took you, that gave you the time for women to fall in love with it, to have something that when we're talking about worldwide, I mean, these are in demand constantly, and to bring you this supersize only day at this price, with the price going away at the end of the day, and we've got a lot of you who are calling in to get this. Remember, like I said, there's no auto delivery. So as long as you don't open this, you're good to go, and then so you're able to keep that sealed.
Well, that's out. This is airtight container.
Perfect.
In the 4 ounce, and I love the tubes too because they don't get exposed to air. You always take out just a measured dose, because when you know what's in here, which I'll go over in a minute, but that's almost secondary, that we're treating your skin with good for you ingredients. Here's the real thing you need to know. By the way, this will dry down in 30 seconds. So what do I tell my gals? Put your primer on first before you do your makeup. Like you've come out of the shower, or you've washed your face, you've done your serums, whatever routine you do, don't change. This is the last thing you put on. Then go to your makeup, go to your eye makeup. I put this on and then I start my eyes and I let this set. And sometimes I like it when it's still a little moist, a little dewy, so that when I go to put my makeup on, it doesn't look as dry. It almost looks more creamy. So you can play with that. You have the versatility of doing that.
Good.
But I don't want you to change one thing you're doing. Here's what Spackle is doing. Spackle is actually locking in all that good for you treatment that you've already done, that you're spending good money on and taking a lot of time to do if you're somebody who does take a lot of time in your skin routine. It's locking it in, and now it's creating a barrier, so that your makeup, when it goes on top of it, doesn't settle into pores, doesn't settle into lines. Look, it's drying down already. Here's why our Under Makeup Primer is Customer Choice Award winner. Here's why every 90 seconds across the globe, we sell one Spackle.
Yes.
90 seconds.
I think that means they like it. They like it a lot.
Oh, I feel like Sally Fields. You like it. You really like it. Remember that whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. So here's really what's happening. there's a lot of products that you put on that penetrate the skin. So you were taught, like me, that you put your moisturizer on, then you put your foundation. It could be liquid, cream, BB, powder,
Anything.
baked, anything. And that's how we were trained to do our makeup. No fault of our own, right?
But what did we all notice by lunch or even before lunch?
Or even before lunch.
Our makeup was gone.
You looked really good when you left your house. You thought, I just spent all that time, and where did my makeup go? And talk about coagulating. Your blush started like it would be here, but it wasn't here. And you were like, I know I didn't take it off. So this creates a second skin. It resurfaces your skin to feel like satin. The reason why I call it Spackle, you can figure, is would you take the time and paint a wall before you first filled in every hole, every crack, and every crevice?
No,
you would not.
That's
right?
why Spackle is that under makeup primer that is going to give you that wonderful comfort of protecting your skin, taking it through the pores, so through thinking about putting something on a porous surface so that when you put on your makeup, and I love this too, Laura always just taught me, clean skin, moisturizer, then your Spackle.
Last thing before your makeup.
And then, so you put your moisturizer under it, you put your Spackle over it so you get the best work of your skincare,
Correct.
and then you put the foundation on
Correct.
time because you've got the moisturizer working underneath the Spackle and the Spackle is working to keep your makeup out and not going into the pores.
That's correct. So when you use any of the Spackles, and where's my Geller girls call in and sisters?
Oh, Geller girls.
I'm going to tell you something.
Yes.
It feels like you just laid down and put ice bags on your eyes, didn't
so
it?
soothing.
It's cool.
It's extremely soothing
Very
to your
soothing.
skin and nurturing to your skin, and here's why. So you can use this, by the way, just so you know. I'll get back to that. I know I jump all over the place sometimes, so bear with me. You can use it on your neck and on your chest if you have dryness and it's a little crepey,
Yes.
because here's what's in it. Aloe vera. Very soothing. I've heard from many of you, and I'm not making claims. You've gone on vacation, you got a little burn, you didn't have that after burn lotion, and you've gone to your Spackle because it's soothing. And again, I'm not making a claim.
Hey,
I heard it from you.
I grew up with the plants in my house, so we'd break a little thing. And
That's right.
You know what? She already put the good for you ingredients
So there's
inside.
aloe vera gel. There's white tea extract in here. There's chamomile in here. We have antioxidant protection in all of our Spackles, so we're protecting your skin against the free radical damage that come and bite away and eat at your skin.
Ow.
But all you really need to know is that it's making your makeup last longer. Like if you're gonna look in 30 seconds, right? And again, Lazy Girl Guide to Makeup.
And we're over 2,000 orders placed. This is only for today, the supersized Spackle and your away travel kit that you're going to get, your hydrating and then your tinted. So you're going to get all three of these for this price, $35.54, 3 payments of $11.85.
It feels like satin.
It does.
And by the way, I don't know if you saw this. I'm going to show my girlfriends who are watching. Watch. I
this.
actually put a little bit of a violet undertone. Do you see that
Yes,
violet? Do you
why?
know what that does? So that little blue undertone casts
Counteracts
away
red?
Yes, it casts away the redness and this hyperpigmentation. It's like a blurring, but there's no shimmer in here. The champagne will give you a little luminosity.
And I'll show, you know what I did? I put one of each one of them on my hand.
Oh, thank you.
Because I like to play in
Oh,
makeup.
thank you. I appreciate that.
So here's the original, here's the hydrating, and then here's the champagne Spackle. So they all have the basic, primary function of giving you that barrier that you're going to put on top of your face. When you clean face, moisturizer, then you put your Spackle on.
Yeah.
Then you let that dry down, as Laura was talking about, 30 seconds, and then add your makeup on.
Right.
Now we're saving money on makeup as well.
You know?
If you're calling in to get this, remember, those of you who are Geller gals or want to talk with us, we'd love to chat with you as well. Super size. This value we only did for today is a 1-day only price and 3 payments on a major credit card if you want to break that up over the next 3 months. So here we go.
I've never done this before when I've shown Spackle. My mother always says, how come you don't just put the makeup on after?
Because you let it dry.
I said, no, because I want to just show my gals what Spackle looks like alone. Here's that light, balance, and brighten. Here's what's happening. Now when I go to put on the Spackle, her foundation is going on smoother. She needs less of it.
Look, you can see from one side to the other the difference.
She needs less of it. I filled in pores. I filled in lines and wrinkles, especially around here.
Yes.
And now your foundation is like hovering, not penetrating into those areas. And you need less foundation, which is the other thing that you need to know. Like, I think a lot of us think, oh my God, you're going to give me a serum, now an oil, now a neck cream.
I don't want anything else.
Now something for my tush. I mean, like, enough, leave me alone. Like, with And I felt guilty when I was creating. I was like, are you going to say you're giving me an extra step? Stop doing it. That thing that takes 30 seconds, 20 seconds to do, I'm just going to do the one side here now and then I'll finish so you don't look imbalanced.
I like
what
it.
takes 20 seconds to do, Jackie, is going to make your makeup last for hours longer.
It does.
So I almost would
It
rather,
is seconds.
like if you're in a pinch and you don't have your good treatment, because I never want you to forego doing your good skincare, but I would tell you that because you get the breadth of the three here, you could actually mix them. Some of you have told me, like, you'll put hydrating and mix it with the original.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to customize it, you could put champagne on top. There's
Just
no
even
rules.
champagne, like,
Oh,
The
pretty.
champagne.
or you sort of want to
Almost like your highlighters.
Yeah,
Oh.
so Suzanne just said you could put the champagne to give that little bit of glow just in the highlighted areas.
And you know, for women who have never, I know we're explaining how to use Spackle and why to use Spackle, but seriously, Laura, get on your soapbox and tell them why they're missing out on a major step if you're not using a primer.
I will. So here's what happened, really, and here's how this. I studied theater and film makeup, and I was taught to do makeup on top of matte skin, no moisturizer, like in theater makeup. Maybe some of you took it, theater course, makeup course. The madder the skin, the longer the makeup wears, especially under hot lights in a big room and a big audience, you know. And then I would work on talent, and they would say this tongue-in-cheek expression, I hope you have more than makeup in your makeup kit. I hope you have some Spackle today, because I really need it. And
So it was a joke.
It was a joke, and it still is. Many women will say it. In fact, I heard a man saying it recently on one of the talk shows.
Do you realize that it's called Spackle? Yes.
Yeah, on the Today Show, he goes, they put some Spackle on me, and I knew he wasn't talking about my Spackle, but it's a joke. So I had that aha moment when I was working on a very famous broadcaster who said to me, could you please give me some Spackle? And I said, what if I could create something that now I can finally put on the skin, but it won't break down her makeup when I put her under the hot lights on television?
Yes.
And I don't have to keep retouching her makeup.
Was that an issue with previous primers that were out there?
Well, yeah. Well, no, I was one of the first to trailblaze, so I didn't work with previous primers.
No, because I know you were, but I can imagine the inferior things that were coming out.
Yes, well, that was the problem, and a lot of women were, you know, when I went on television shoots or theater or film shoots, you're always touching up the makeup. This saved me hours and hours of touch-up time.
See, you're the genius right there.
Well, and it's really changed the way women feel. By the way, this is, I mean, another, again, not just Customer Choice Award winning, but I have to tell you, I mean, at our retailers too, just like here, people can't get enough of this. I mean, it flies. It just flies.
Super size.
And you don't feel it.
Oh, no, you don't.
You don't feel it.
Even if, okay, what if I have,
It
obviously dry skin, but what if I have combination oily or acne prone skin? Can I use
It's
a primer with that?
oil-free. It's oil-free. These are all of my primers are oil-free. If you're super oily, we have one called mattifying Spackle.
Yes.
But these three, every Spackle we have is oil-free so that you can use it all skin tones. They're non-comedogenic. They're dermatologist tested. They are good for you. And you need, in this container, as I take out a measured dose.
Over 3,500 orders of our one day only. Now, that's the measured dose. And tell them where you like to store your Spackle.
Oh, well, I personally get warm, so I take Spackle and I keep it, especially in the summer, in the refrigerator.
There's a lot of ladies that told me they'd love that tip from you. They've been doing that.
It's
already cool when you put it on.
It's already cold when you put it on. Oh, and by the way, one more tip. So now you've done your makeup, right? And you think you look really good. But then you go outside and you're like, oh, it's a little dry, or you look in the mirror.
Right.
You can take a little Spackle after you're done with your makeup.
Press it in.
And press it in and set it. And it's going to actually make your skin look a little bit dewier, because maybe you are using a foundation that's too drying. So you can actually put it right on top.
If you've never tried this, not only is this trio new today to be able to give you the super size plus your travel sizes, your original award-winning Spackle plus your hydrating Spackle in the travel and your champagne Spackle travel size, to over 4,000 orders. Now listen, at the end of the day, if we have any left, the price is gone. We have it on 3 easy payments of $11.85. If you've never tried Spackle and you're like, I've heard of primers and I've heard of this, but I don't know why, try the one that created.
Three top ones that we have.
Try this. You have 30 days, and if you aren't blown away by this on what it does for you and your skin, you can send it back in 30 days. But there's a reason why year after year it continues to be a Customer Choice Award winning favorite and favorites around the globe with Laura Geller. Want to update you on our blush. We are last call officially, final 300 of our Baked Elements Luminous Matte Blush.